Oh.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Albon with a cracking lap time, up in P3. Hello and welcome to the stream. We're at Belgium. An exciting one, as we've meant to have rain in the race, but we don't exactly know when because the weather forecast hasn't been sent through. I have got a bit of a cold for some odd reason. I was fine yesterday, but yeah, today it's come and bit me, so yeah, that's fun. But yeah, a few major upgrades from teams coming through for this one. We had Mercedes and McLaren overtakes in the R&D. Williams have made big improvements.
We've dropped to P20.
As, Sargent's not really showing that, but Albon, he's up there in P3. So yeah, it just shows. And also it's a track that suits them because of the high speed. So yeah, could see something special from them this weekend.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
So let's start this first wide lap around Belgium. Oi, and it's not going good so far. We've got a lot of time to make up if we don't want to be knocked out of this qualifying session because of that little mistake there. Or big mistake actually.
We've been pushed down to P20.
So purple sector 2, even though we've made that another mistake by dipping our tyre into the gravel. I'm not sure where this is going to put us, but Leclerc, fastest lap of the session. We're definitely not going to get that. As we cross the line now. It's still third place, which is great to consider that we had two massive moments on this lap. And only a tenth off, nearly 2 tenths. Albon is up there in 6th in the Williams, so yeah, he's proving that they've upgraded. Sainz is back up there in 5th now. Perez down there in 13th with Russell as well, and Ricciardo. So the knockouts is the usual: 2 Saubers, 2 Haas and a Williams. So let's move on to the next session. Sorry. Right, well, Ferrari's the quickest by the look of it. Albon's still in 8th. So we know that that's his actual genuine pace. So currently in the knockout zone is Hamilton, Gasly, Ocon, Ricciardo and myself. So if we go quicker, Sainz is going to be in the knockout.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage. We've dropped to P15.
A way better turn 1 than in Q1.
That's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Way better through that section too. We go P1, perfect lap. Wow. So a few surprise knockouts. Perez in the Red Bull, Ricciardo and Russell. Albon has a 5th place, Fernando has a 10th place. Let's see what that's for. Ooh, illegal blocking. So there's rain in this session, apparently.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
position.
Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So Fernando's penalty is going to drop him to 16th. Albon's will drop him to 12th because of Alonso's penalty. So there's the weather. It's going to be rainy to start off with, get to the dry. So a tough race in store for us. Not as easy as what we thought it was going to be. So let's get into it. Hello in the stream and welcome. I'm a bit ill today, so I won't be talking as much as in the past couple of streams.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps is a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 rights and 10 lefts, giving us a grand total of 19 corners. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement to the conditions, we're not going to be seeing anything like that today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Edwards lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Verstappen, Albon, Russell, Ocon, Joe, Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, Stroll, Hülkenberg, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, you know us. Professionals as we are, we don't listen to rumours all the time, just some of the time. And in the case of this driver, I think we were right to listen to those rumours because they were true.
Seems like the rumours are true, Crofty. Now, the good thing is for the driver that if you've potentially signed or had chats with a team that are going to further your career, that's all well and good. But the problem it immediately creates within your own team now is that potentially the team stop giving you inside information, and therefore you're not privy to that knowledge of where the car's going in terms of its future development.
So then, tough racing store. It's gonna go dry. We're gonna be on the intermediates at some point as well. We're gonna fuel up 3 extra laps, and let's do this first wet race of the season. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, then oh well. But first time being on the 4 wets. So it's a nice getaway for us. A bit of a slow one for Leclerc and others alike. And into turn 1 a bit cautious on the braking and on the acceleration on the exit. As now we run down to Eau Rouge. Leclerc and Norris go side by side through there. And whoa, Norris off the track slightly there. Sainz and Piastri also do the carbon copy, and now it's a run all the way to sector 2. Just try and get this car slowed down. Norris has got the move done on Leclerc and Sainz alike on Piastri, I think. No, they're still side by side. They're still going at it. This has been for half of the lap now. We go a bit wide into Q1. But Piastri finally wins out that battle between himself and Sainz. We've got Norris and Leclerc right behind us. Of course we are running a dry setup, so we've got less aero compared to other cars maybe. That means that we're going to be a rocket ship in a straight line still. Just really trying to take it carefully through each and every corner. So that's the first lap done. It's going to be a long few laps in the rain. It's already a long lap as it is.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
The wet makes it even longer. Of course, no DRS, so just the slipstream. They're going to have to go for a normal move, basically. The old-fashioned way. Weather report.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
We don't want to start burning out these tyres. I'm thinking we pit for intermediates. I think we'll go another lap and then we'll pit in for the intermediates. I can already feel these tyres overheating. As Piastri sets the fastest lap of the race, we turn in a bit too eagerly there. we go off the track there. We didn't get the car slowed down enough and we're fighting the car there. I've never had so many oversteer moments just from being off the track once. But we keep ahead of Lando, that is the main thing. So I am thinking to box this lap for the Inters. Weather report.
Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message.
Weather report.
The radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain. It's hard to say if Inters or wets are better right now. Understood. Stopping this lap.
We're going to come in. Hopefully trigger a few more pit stops in the field.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
The wets are a way heavier tyre than the Inters, so that means that they're going to be slower. I feel like this is definitely the right call, as we're still on the back of the field.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
And this already feels a lot better, by the way.
Okay, mate, let's try and climb up the order if we can. We're setting you a new target. Push, push.
Simples. Way more grip through there. Purple sector 2, which is just showing that these tyres are way quicker than the full wet tyres. As Norris gets the fastest lap. People are starting to come in, Hulkenberg's in.
You made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you.
And both V-carbs coming in, double stacking for the intermediates. There's still a few drivers left out there. That's only 4 cars in the box. So we've triggered the first round of pit stops then in this race. As we look to get past Sargent. Ooh, that's very close. But we're alongside and past Sargent now. Yeah, everyone else thinking that it's worth staying out on the wets, maybe until it goes dry. But I don't think it is worth it. Those tyres are going to start burning out. Going to be a lot of mistakes from the AI.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Down the inside. What a move. What a move. On Magnussen.
Nice overtake.
As Stroll's coming in now. Got a few more drivers coming in. That's Verstappen and Stroll. So it's only still 2 drivers. But the longer that people leave it to start coming in, the more time that they're going to lose. And of course with a clear patch on its way, the track's going to start getting drier. So they'll have to make 2 pit stops basically right next to one another for the dry tyres and the intermediates. So now our teammate Alonso, who started out of position because of illegal blocking in qualifying, we're going to shoot past him up the inside and take that position. Look how much we gain in the corner versus someone on the wets. What a move. We bring ourselves into the top 10 now. People are starting to come in again. That's a Mercedes. And it's Hamilton.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.1 seconds.
The only driver to stop this lap. As Perez takes the fastest lap of us.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
We do what we did, similar to when we were on the wet tyres now.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
We're catching up to the next pack on the grid. And no one has came into the pits, at least ahead of us. And behind us,
That
no
was the
one's in.
fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, and we have absolutely no steering there. Not sure what's happened there. But we completely lost all turning for the next corner. Maybe being offline. Caused that, but I don't know. Our tyre temps are getting quite hot. We're going to have to try and get some standing water to cool these down. Ah, you're joking.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past.
Nothing we can do. That was going to be a perfect race for us. But we're out.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
To overcome the difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Right then, so circumstances out of our hands, yeah, caused us to DNF. It actually says that some people haven't stopped in this race, so bit of a glitch. Yeah. Oh well. That's your top 10. Albon finally scores his first points for the season, and for Williams. Obviously, double podium for McLaren. They've made great improvements. Same for Ferrari. It's a good position for them. And yeah, let's check the standings. We've definitely lost that championship lead to Leclerc. Yeah, we're 10 points behind. Then it's Alonso, who's 17 points behind Leclerc. Then it's Russell, not far behind us, and Verstappen as well. Hamilton, then Lando moves up to P7 with that race win. Piastri up to P8 with his podium. Then it's Perez, and then Sainz rounds out that top 10. And Albon, as I said, first of those 6 who hadn't scored to finally score a point. Constructors then, Mercedes closed the gap. Then it's Ferrari and McLaren drawing on points. McLaren move out of that 5th spot by 1 point over Red Bull, so it's quite close between those 3 constructors. And yeah, just Sauber and Haas now to score points. But we'll move on to the next one, since I didn't anticipate this to happen. And I'm not going to end the stream there because it's been such a short one so far. If you are F1 fans, by the way, have you seen Alpine's livery for Spa? Because if not, then have a look at that. That is the best livery that I have ever seen. So we lose a bit of rating, only a little bit though, and of course recognition. Thank you for the subs, by the way, guys. They keep coming through on my phone and I'm surprised. Because I'm genuinely ill, like, I haven't been speaking as much as what I have in the past couple of streams, so, yeah. Thank you for the subs. Yeah, as I was saying, I haven't spoke very much compared to the last couple of streams, but, you know, if you're liking this stream, and I've not really spoke that much, then be sure to go and check out Silverstone. I will not stop going on about that race. That was honestly action-packed all the way through. It wasn't the last stream, it was the stream before, so go and check that one out, please. So then, so what was it that failed? Energy store. And we're gonna have to take a penalty because I've only just actually changed that for that weekend. Quite sadly, to be fair. So we're gonna be on the back foot for Monza now. Let's do our goals. See what upgrades we've got coming through. So we've got power, a chassis, an aero, and Alonso. He's got a whole list of upgrades. Only 2 that actually affect the performance of the car though. We'll leave him to do the durability because I'm not wasting mine. There goes Alonso's upgrade then, comes through. And my upgrade, ready for Monza.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
We can't actually afford anything, which is very sad. Yeah, we can't afford anything. Ooh, dear. So that'll be ready for Singapore now. Oh. Amazing. Full rain for quali. That's great. So R&D have changed around a little bit. We've become best team once more. Red Bull moved themselves up to 3rd. VCarb moved themselves up to 4th ahead of Ferrari and McLaren. Ferrari have actually made inroads towards McLaren. Sauber now are ahead of Williams and Alpine, and just Haas have kind of flatlined coming into this weekend. So it's pretty close. If you think about it, there's like what, less than 100 points of R&D in between our team and Haas. So it's pretty close. We'll do our quick practice though. Yeah, I'm not on wheel. I'm on controller. Sorry, I'm only just looking at these comments. Yeah, I am sick. I don't know why. Like, just randomly got a cold in the middle of summer. And welcome Panda Racing. It's your first time watching. And hello to my usual. It's been okay. It's okay. It's all right that you haven't joined the recent ones. Yeah, and no game D Slayer. I'm not crying. I'm just sick. So yeah, not crying. There we go. Practice completed. So let's get into this absolutely painful qualifying. Let's see if we can upgrade anything first. Yep, we can.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
So it's non-stop rain basically throughout the whole of the session.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
So something to note as well for this session. Haas are the second best in a straight line. It's Monza, Temple of Speed, as Crofty said. So, where is he? Where is the Haas's? They're 16th and 17th. They're not making any impression so far, but it is the wet, so anything could happen. Albon's up there in 5th again. So carrying on the momentum from Spa. Yeah, this rain is going to be all the way through.
Start with. The track's very wet.
At least we had a bit of a taster in Belgium of what the wet weather is like. So I haven't really done too much wet running in this game.
We've dropped to P20. Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Through there is going to be tricky at full speed. Right, here we go then. Nicely done so far. So it's going to be a lot more oversteery than that throughout out of turn 2, sorry. And Magnussen goes quickest.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
Yeah, it was a bit on edge through there, to be fair. And Russell is in the drop zone. He's currently in the pits, so he's going to get knocked out. Same with Piastri. And Leclerc has been knocked out as well. So we'll cross the line. Let's see where this puts us. Oh, it's an absolute calamity. Oh my god. You know what? That felt like a good lap as well. I hate to say it, but that felt like a good lap. Right. Right. Okay. So that's qualifying already over. It's a sign that I don't like the wet, so actually we're not the only one out. You know, we've out-qualified Piastri at least, but we're right behind our championship rival Leclerc. Look at the standings. 10 points. We're both coming from the back of the grid, and we don't know how qualifying's shaped out for the rest of the grid as well, so Alonso could literally be 15th and we don't even know. But I doubt it with that lap time. Let's move on to the race. God, this is a really bad stream, and it's actually getting more views than my good streams, so yeah. First of all, I'm not feeling well. Second of all, we have a retirement in Spa for an engine failure when we was having a really good race. And yeah, we're out in Q1 in Monza, so not the best, is it? You guys are seeing me at my worst, genuinely. Let's get into the dry race. I don't want any more rain this season, please.
Welcome to the home of the Parabolica, now known as the Curva Alboreto in tribute to the Italian motorsport legend Michele Alboreto. It's a long right-hander. It dares you to keep your foot as far down on the throttle as you possibly can. It's one of the great corners on the calendar, and we're here at Monza ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Albon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Norris, Sainz, Perez, Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Joe, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Russell, Sargent, Leclerc, Edwards, and Oscar Piastri. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was around 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there, you know, there's a big difference in performance, but because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck.
So, we've got it all to do in this race. 2 of our championship rivals, I'll say, are here at the back with us, Russell and Leclerc. We've got Piastri as well in a quick McLaren. So I'm not overly disappointed with that quali, but it's not where we should be when our teammate has stuck it on pole position. So let's get into it. Let's have a fun race from the back of the grid here. And it's a really bad start, a very bad start for us to top off this. Whoa, and Leclerc looking every way possible, but there's just no room anywhere to go for a move. We're going to stay near the back. We don't want to get involved in all that. But we'll start pushing our way through, you know, whenever there's a gap, which is now. There's the Constantina effect. Slows us right down, but we're back up into P19. Never thought I'd say I'd be fighting for P19 at the start of the race. But hey ho.
That's a decent start. Good job.
The cars are getting away, actually. I'm not sure what I've done wrong. Have I not put on a setup or something? But Alonso still leads anyway.
DRS is going to enable this lap. We can use
Leclerc going
DRS
for a
to
move
get
on
within
Russell.
1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Whoa, and the side by side. Sargent maybe going for a move on Leclerc. He's closed right up there. I never thought I'd say that either. Hopefully DRS can keep us in play a little bit now. I feel like I've done something wrong with the setup. I can't lie. Piastri looks down the inside of Parabolica. Now we've got to gain on Sargent here as much as we can using our ERS. As it's 3 wide, we're going to back out of that one. We get a bit of damage there off Leclerc.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
But Sargent has officially got moved up on Charles Leclerc. We're going to send it. Bit of contact made, but we're through. Damage really affecting us. It's the slightest bit of damage, but it's enough. Wow. That's close. Oh dear. Rewind. Albon sets the fastest lap of the race. What is this career mode now? It's just genuinely the craziest things are happening. Also going for the move on the Haas. Around the outside. Gets it done. So we're all struggling to make our way up basically. I mean, Piastri's not moved position, we've only moved up one. And now Sargent, he's going for the move. Russell's had to defend against Sargent and Hulkenberg. This is absolutely crazy. And Sargent going for the move on George Russell. Oh God, Jesus Christ, that was a late move. That was really late. I don't know how I kept that one in a straight line there. But Sargent is up to 15. He's got past Russell. Now Russell hasn't moved any positions. Are you kidding me?
Up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
I've got to overtake Sargent, mate, he's flying. I can't. We've got to get past Hulkenberg and Russell as well first. Hulkenberg being in a Haas that's second quickest on power. And then Russell in a Mercedes. I just doubt that that's going to happen, like, struggling as it is for straight line speed for some odd reason. It's just constant battles. I mean, that Alpine's now going for Magnussen. Tried to go around the outside, but didn't work. Here we go then. Gonna try and get past Hulkenberg here. Russell defends. We're gonna go around the outside. Wow, a bit deep on the brakes there from me, but it's got us 2 positions, so 16th is the highest that we've been in this race. And we're on lap 6 out of 27. It's gonna be a painful race. It already has been, to be fair. Especially nursing this little bit of damage that we've got. Sargent might be going for the move. No, he doesn't. Magnussen locks up though. Hey, another moment. Sargent, there we go. Going for the move. Russell's gone for the move on us. And moves across. Very close to contact. Sargent's through. Puts another car in between myself and him. He's not entirely through though yet,
Right, the
actually.
gap to the teammate ahead of us. 10.4 seconds.
So Hulkenberg and Leclerc are having a drag race down to turn 1. Russell looked to send it to the inside, but it actually hasn't helped him. Leclerc was up the inside for a brief second. We've got 2 laps to get Sargent. Should be easy, because a few cars ahead are battling, so that's slowing this train down. See if we can gain to him by the end of the straight. Wow, that's really defensive up ahead. Now Sargent defends that. Magnussen locking up once more in that corner. Yeah, they're still battling, look at that. It's Sauber and the Alpine this time. Leclerc and Russell going side by side. I just realised, shouldn't I have took a grid penalty as well? Shouldn't I realistically be starting last? I'm not complaining, because that's one less position that I had to try and make up on, but then again, no it's not, because I was down in last anyway by the start of lap 1. Leclerc gets through on us. We're gonna get back through though. Seemed like we might be close enough for Sargent. Never mind. Oh, actually, situation's changed.
Great
Very
stuff.
close.
It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
Very close there, but we're through. And we've got that objective completed now. And it's almost 3 wide off ahead, by the way. It is 3 wide going towards turn 1. Whoa, that's close.
Okay, good work.
Where's
Great
Stroll?
pass.
Is he like further into the top 10? Oh my Christ. So Zhou's just gone and got himself into the top 10 here. So Sauber could be scoring double points. Norris is slow. For some reason he's very slow after winning in Belgium. So we're up the inside of Ocon. Didn't even realise that I was up the inside of Ocon, to be fair, but I don't know how I can't realise, but yeah. So once we get on to the next lap, we'll see where everyone is, because this grid has been shook up so much. Let's just see now. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? So Albon's second in a Williams. He's only just scored his first point. Stroll is 5th from 12th, and Verstappen's dropped down to 8th from 2nd. Zhou is in the top 10 as well. Wow, crazy. Crazy race so far. That's Sauber's upgrade then.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Whatever their upgrade was, it's definitely helped them here. got a battle going on ahead of us. Norris and Perez going side by side. Go then on Sergio. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. For the second race in a row, we've had a retirement.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
What? Oh my god. Grr. Second retirement in a row because of an engine related issue. Amazing. Amazing.
It's happy days for the Fonz. A winner today, Fernando Alonso.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin are really making waves in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot. With that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So then, after scoring his first points of the season, Albon up there on the podium for Williams, which is great to see. Sainz ended up getting fourth. Tsunoda gets his first podium of the season as well. Alonso wins. Verstappen made his way back up to P6. Stroll in 7th gets his first points of the season as well. Leclerc ended up getting 1 point. Sergio, Russell, Oscar, all outside the points, and we're the only DNF. So let's look at the standings then. Alonso leads by 7 points, 18 points over us. Verstappen is only 4 points behind ourselves. Then it's Russell, Hamilton, Norris, quite close together. Piastri in 8th. Sainz moves himself up to 9th ahead of Sergio Perez, who is now coming under threat by Tsunoda in 11th, 6 points behind him. Albon also moves himself up to 13th after that podium. Stroll up to 15th ahead of Ricciardo. Only 4 drivers now waiting to score points, and Haas is 2 of them. So there's just Show, Magnussen, Sargent and Hulkenberg. So let's look at the constructors. We actually extend our lead somehow over Mercedes, and Ferrari are next in P3 after that podium. Then it's Red Bull, who have re-overtook McLaren in 4th and 5th, but it's only by 3 points. VCarb still in 6th on 58 points, Alpine 37 points, Williams 20, Sauber 6, and Haas the only team yet to score. So that's definitely shaped up this championship to be an interesting one going forward. I just can't believe we've had 2 DNFs in a row. And that was our 50th race start, I think. No, it can't be. 25th. 25th race start. Our focus goes down by a significant amount. And we lose recognition once more to Alonso. It was actually becoming an interesting race as well. I'd love to have seen how things panned out with us in the mix. So it was the MGU-H this time that gave way. Not ideal. We've had 4 engine retirements this season. First one was the ICE, second one was the TC, then it was the ES, and then the MGU-H. Not actually sure when. Oh, it must have been Austria sprint race. It's good that reliability stuff is coming
Okay,
through.
all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And an ultimate upgrade from Alonso's side of the garage is going to come through soon. So no rain. Thank God for that, because rain just seems to give us bad luck. I can't lie. Mercedes are pretty evenly matched with us. McLaren and Red Bull are the same, and then it's RB. Ferrari lose a bit of ground to the rest of us. Williams moved back ahead of Sauber, and Haas have made an upgrade as well. So I reckon we'll do quick practice and we'll do qualifying, and then we'll do the race another time. Hello to the person still in the stream. Thank you for staying with. We'll only do this qualifying.
And a warm welcome here ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are lined with vehicles, it's non-stop traffic jams, but today the roads are closed to everyone except the 20 best drivers in the world. It's time for qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Albon has suddenly became a contender for some reason. Genuinely. If he'd have had a better season start, he could... I know it sounds mad because he's in a Williams, but he could genuinely be in the title fight. But at the moment, Sargent's getting through as well.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track. Drop to P20.
I love Baku. It's always been one of my best tracks on every single game since 2017. When it was,
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
So F1 2017 was my first F1 game on PS4. My first F1 game altogether was F1 2009, so yeah, definitely changes, but that was the first game that I played Baku on, was F1 2017, so ever since then, I have loved Baku. It's been one of my favourite. I'm really, well, I personally think I'm really good at it, so. Sorry, that's my alarm. Lol. Hold on. Let me turn these off so it doesn't keep going on off. Oh, I've done it. There we go.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
And Albon sets the fastest lap of qualifying so far. Now it's Leclerc. We've got fastest sector 2. Now it's Alonso. across the line. That is P4. Not bad. We're through. We're out of Q1 into Q2. It's very close, that's for sure. Sargent is through as well. Who's been knocked out then? So we've got the usual, the Saubers and Hasses, but Norris is the surprise out of Q1. It seems like every race we're going to have this now because of how close the grid is. Yeah, wow. Albon up there once again. It's crazy that the Williams is fighting with us now. I mean, with 6 rounds to go, we could still kind of get in contention for a good position in the championship.
Okay, we seem to be having a few software issues at the moment. Sit tight for a few minutes while we reboot some things, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
It's looking a bit dull out on the track. No, it's fine. It's just the sunset. Quite a select amount of cars have stayed in the garage for these second runs in quali. That could get quite a few people out, especially with how close the grid is.
That's us pushed down into P15.
I mean, you saw it in Q1, how close like the top 15 were. Even going down to like P18 was close. So anyone in the bottom 5, including ourselves of course, could improve massively and knock quite a few drivers out who haven't gone out on the track. Like big contenders, big names like Verstappen, either of the Mercedes. There's even a V-carb still in there, so I'm assuming that that's science. Get prepared for our lap. Ay, ay. Look at that, Hamilton 13th. is now. Run to the line. See what we can do. It was a nice lap, to be fair. It's going to put us P5, so we're through at least. That is good. Wow. Look how quick Russell went. That's a massive improvement, but look at that. Sargent P11, Ricciardo out, Ocon out, Hamilton out, and the other Alpine of Gasly is out. Slowest of 15. Ooh. So let's get on to Q3. Doesn't look that clever, the weather. I don't know whether to trust it. It's gone dark.
Right,
Super
car's
dark.
ready. Let's get it out there.
Look at that. Even the floodlights are on. Piastri decided not to come out on track. But P9 and P16 is the best McLaren is going to do here. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather
What?
is looking good for now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That is the biggest surprise for a weather report that I've ever had. It is literally, I don't know if it's dark for you guys as well, but this is really dark. It's like darker than what it was in Monza when it was throwing it down in rain. In quali and Belgium in the race. absolutely stormed this lap. It feels like a good one. Now it's just the run down the line, and we cross the line now, and that is P2. So it's a front row lockout once more. Alonso, then myself. I didn't see anyone else go quicker than Alonso, so let's just
With
confirm
qualifying
that.
wrapped up
Yes.
now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So it's a front row lockout once more. Of course, the last time this happened was Hungary. Or was it? No, it was Silverstone. Alonso then took a 10-place grid penalty to start 11th, and we started on pole and ended up winning that race. So I doubt we'll be as lucky this time. But there's your grid then. Well, at least a top 10. We won't be doing the race in this one, as it will take too long and I'll be too late getting ready for work. I would like to say thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you to the person who's still here as well. It does mean a lot to me. I've gained, I think, 6 subscribers from this stream, so yeah, that's actually great. That is, I can't put it into words how much it means to me. But if you haven't already subscribed, then make sure you do turn on those notifications so you don't miss a stream or an upload. I do upload regularly as well, so thank you for joining once more, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully for the race at Baku.